Let's go. Welcome to Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show, as we are running through all the tunnels to the Underground Crypto Moon Base, where we do all of our crypto research. Now, clear your mind for me, clear your mind, and imagine that you are trying to scale a global financial system, and millions of users are sending transactions every minute. Applications are running complex smart contracts. Entire digital economies are operating on the top of that network. The challenge becomes obvious. At least to me it does. Is it obvious to you? We're going to get at it in just a minute and raise that crypto IQ. See you shortly. All right, everybody. Undelay with no delay over here on the Crypto Bubbles as we kick off this Saturday night stream. And you guessed it. I know you were just thinking it. Wow, another week of raising people's crypto IQ coming to an end. Another series coming to an end. And this is the capstone or the last show of this week. Let's hop right into the crypto bubbles and see what's going on. River up 6.1%. Zcash up 4.4%. Mantle up 10.4%? Is it worth saying the point? Should I just say 10%? I never know. Up to a high of 80 cents. It's at 78 now. Render up 9.5 to a high of $1.94. Still pretty much there. And of course, BitTensor or Tau up to $261. It's only a buck from there right now. Big red bubbles are Sky and Pi in the sky. Did they do that on purpose? Of course they did not. Pi Network and Sky, if you don't know what Sky token is, previous maker. Let's move along, drop down another 100. Of course, we can see pretty flat on the day. Nothing crazy going on a Saturday. Pretty typical weekend behavior. DXY is up, or DXY, 14.7%. I didn't realize that the Lifer had put this out. I missed that. XCN up 9.4%. This is an older coin for sure. Doesn't give me like an all-time there. And ADI. I've seen this thing a couple of times, but I haven't got to check it out. It's not coming up on my what is trending. Look at Society Accent. It says, hola everyone. Have you guys looked at Pudgy World yet? You know, Reliable J was in here talking about Pudgy World and the application they have. You mean the app on your phone? He was talking about it last night, like literally last night. Hadn't even been 24 hours since then. And I still need to look into it, but it sounds really cool. We had quite a few things I wanted to look at, but a lot of them were mobile apps. Looks like the biggest losers here are Hex and Pulse. They usually move together. Hex down 11, Pulse down 5. We're in 100 to 200 by market cap here. A Pepe getting a little bit. Axie Infinity and BSV. If you don't know what BSV, it's Bitcoin SV. And Grass down a little bit. If you come to the daily, and I was just saying this, you really don't see a lot of movement in either direction. So it looks pretty sideways if you ask me. And then we don't usually go lower than 300, 2 to 300 here. Banana was up a bunch, or that's Bananas 31 was up a bunch, right? Turbo, now it's down. Turbo's down. Shuffle is up. Gwei down 16.8%, and it's just been crashing all day. I wonder what's going on with that thing. Still up 53.9% on the monthly. Rave token up 17.3%. Reliable J in the house. Society Excellent says, I played on my PC. Cool. That's really awesome. Are you, Society Excellent, are you in my, or our Discord? I'm going to take full credit because I got a lot of awesome people in there. If you could drop a link in the gaming tab, GameFi tab, to Pudgy World, I would be forever grateful for that. Thank you very much. And of course, welcome all my people. I don't think I did that yet. So of course, welcome Melissa, who does so much for the channel. I saw you drop some GameFi stuff in the GameFi tab, and I will check that out. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, but I will. Motivation Hero, who's always here. Plague Dogs, Blues Guy. Of course, Society Accent. Reliable J, all my wonderful undergrounders, and of course lifers, right? Opinion is a prediction market. It's up 8.9%. Sahara AI is of course AI up 10%, and then MyX or MYX up 7.6%. Let's keep this thing moving along. Let me tell you guys a story. Now, I began to tell you the story while the intro was still playing, but I imagine there's some people who are just jumping in because really the stream is just kicking off. So imagine you're trying to scale a global financial system. Just clear your mind and try to imagine that you were doing that. Reliable Che says that's different. That comes with the pudgy little dudes from Walmart. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were the same thing. My son is super random. I bought him one and didn't even know what it was. I didn't make the connection, right? Even though I knew what Pudgy Penguins was. And then he got home and he wanted to hop on their little website thing. So that must have been what he was playing, what you're talking about there. Motivation Hero says, sharing the love to the community and feeling strong vibes to grow. Yes, we are going to keep those strong vibes running. All right, let's keep that chat running, everybody, while I tell you guys a story about some crypto. So imagine you're trying to scale a global financial system. Millions of users are sending transactions every minute. Applications are running complex smart contracts. Entire digital economies are operating on top of that network. The challenge becomes obvious. How can a decentralized system handle this level of activity without sacrificing security or accessibility? For many years, many people believed the answer was simple: increase the speed of the blockchain. And we've talked about this so much. Security and accessibility. How do you keep it decentralized and scale? For many years, people believed the answer was simple. We were just going to make it faster and faster because it seemed like speed was the problem. But I don't think enough people slowed down to ask themselves, why are we having trouble getting more speed? What is the problem? What is slowing it down, right? Because if you're going You try and drive really fast down a road and you're having trouble doing it, and you're just like, I'll just go faster, and you're ignoring the ginormous speed bumps that are slowing you down, you might just destroy your car. But developers eventually realized that scaling is not only about processing transaction, it's also about data. Now, shout out to the person on Memex who said, how is scaling about data? Well, I certainly hope you're here because we're kicking off and we're just diving into it. Every transaction generates information that must be stored and verified. Nodes rely on this data to ensure the system is fully functioning correctly. And if you are here, throw a 111 in the chat. Let me know that you made it over. I would recognize a new name in the chat, that's for sure. If transaction data is unavailable or hidden, nodes cannot verify the network state. This is where the concept of data availability becomes important. Instead of forcing one blockchain to handle everything, new architectures are beginning to separate those responsibilities. Modular blockchain versus monolithic blockchain. Anybody? One layer may execute transactions, another layer may handle settlements, and another layer may store the transaction data needed for verification. This modular approach, ding, 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 allows systems to scale more efficiently while maintaining security guarantees. Data availability, which you'll see represented a lot by just DA. Data availability layers may become a crucial component of the next generation of blockchain infrastructure. They represent a shift in how developers think about scaling decentralized systems. Rather than making blockchains faster, the industry is beginning to redesign the architecture of crypto networks entirely, and it's all for our betterment and enjoyment that crypto or blockchain technology really is always evolving. I wanted to say that really strongly. I think I nailed it. How's everybody feeling out there? Showing off those custom emojis. Motivation Hero, I would like to make sure you have custom emojis, but I need you to talk with Blues Guy or me or somebody from the Discord or in the direct message or something, and give me an address where I can send you a couple of bucks so that you can join as a member, right? I'd be glad to give you 2 months for free. All right, he says, great to see you guys. Let's go. Them custom emojis. I just hit over I think it was 8 members or 10 members. I can't remember. So I'm supposed to have more options for more emojis, right? So I will get on that ASAP. Market cap 2.5 trillion, up 0.5%, which for the entire market cap of crypto is not a bad move. 0.5 to 1% is pretty good. Bitcoin 71,298, back to the upside, up 6% in the last 7 days. I know that's kind of music to all of our ears. Ethereum 2,095, love to see it holding above 2,000. Now let's get back to 3,000 for Ethereum and 90,000 for BTC, and we could be well on our way. Anybody watch the Lifer today? Never a competition. Crypto is a mission, and I hope everybody is watching his live streams and checking them out. He did a breakdown of the weekly chart, and man, got me feeling like we're about to in a year from now, we're about to be in a much better place for crypto. BNB $657, XRP $1.41, Solana $88.14, Dogecoin 9.5 cents, roughly. Cardano 26 cents, Hyperliquid $37.96, up 25.9%. That Hyperliquid looking strong, looking liquid. XMR $354, Chainlink $9.19, Canton Network 15 cents, XLM 16.5 cents, or a little higher than that. I am rounding after, the 10th. Let's see, Avalanche $9.75, Litecoin $55, HBAR mid 9 cents, SWE back up over $1, still kind of on sale if you ask me, $1.01, up 13%. Says thank you, absolutely. I'm coming to Discord and we talk Thank you a lot, brother. Of course, absolutely, man. You are very much more than welcome. Love the enthusiasm and the passion for the channel, crypto, all that stuff. It's nothing for me to reward that when I see it. I'm feeling so good here. I can't explain it. I can just feel, hey, that's what's up. That's the power of this community. Shout out to everybody out there on, crypto YouTube in general. Flair, a monster in the making. Blues guy, he's advertising in the chat for some Flair because he is the king of Flair. And as he says that, let's do our usual scroll down here and let's look at where Flair is at. 81. I feel like it had dropped a little more. I don't know if it bounced back up, but I'm not too caught up in whether it's 75 or 77 or 81. It's above 99, right? It's in the top 100s or above 100. That's what's really important to me here. Now, let's take a look at what's trending, but I first really wanted to look over here at the altcoin index, right? Now, when you look at the fear and greed index a lot, it's at 15, kind of confusing, right? It doesn't just measure price, it measures sentiment kind of overall. So you would think it would be a little bit higher today. I would not be surprised if we kind of keep this momentum overnight into tomorrow, that you don't see a 5 to 6 point jump in the fear and greed index. And if we can keep that, maybe we'll have that 5 to 10% jump by Monday when I'll be back live streaming once again. Altcoin index, 50 out of 100. They're saying we're halfway to altcoin season. I don't know how we can have an altcoin season at the bottom of the, market. I don't know if it's the bottom of the bear market for Bitcoin, but it's the bottom of a local bear trend, I believe. Either way. Anyways, we're going to go do our usual what's trending over on CoinGecko before we get too lost in the sauce. I get too off topic, even though it doesn't matter. It's a Saturday night. Saturday night is kind of like a combination between DeFi Friday and our regular show as we wrap up the week. I want to have a little bit more fun, but I also want to stay on pace because it's all about raising that crypto IQ. That is the mission of the channel. He says, your channel is epic, brother. I love the feeling growing every day. These make me more alive. Let's go. Hey, if I can make one person feel like that, I'm doing my job. Then I'm doing exactly what I set out to do. Now let's talk about Sun token. Is this like the Justin Sun token? I don't know, but it is trending. It is up barely 1.4% in the last 7 days. It's not very exciting. Let's take a look at it because I don't know what the heck it is. Oh, they upgraded a contract. How's the music, everybody? How's the mic? Does it sound like I'm screaming in your ears? Or do I need to turn up? Is the music too loud compared to my talking? You let me know, and I will do something about it. Actually, turn the music down a hair anyway. So let me know if I turned it down too much. Just throw something in the chat already, okay? 312.8 million in market cap. It's quite a bit of money in the market cap. How long has this thing been around? Looks like September 26, 2020. So yeah, and is that Tron? I wish when you hovered over, somebody contact CoinGecko immediately, sending them an email right now. When you hover over the contract address, it should pop up and say like Ethereum or Tron. I'm pretty sure that's Tron Network. And it's Sun.I. I'm pretty sure this is like Justin Sun's personal coin. Yep. I'm not going to say that I know a lot about the Sun token or even Tron. It's just kind of one of those networks that's like out there. Shout out to BTT. I used to own quite a bit of that token, and I got absolutely ripped off with Voyager when they crashed. I didn't get caught up in the FTX crash. Of course, my condolences for anybody who did, but I did get caught up in that Voyager bankruptcy. Not a lot of money, but a couple, like $1,000, $1,500. It sucked. They paid me out probably $400 or something like that. They stole all of our money. I think it was all on purpose, but that's a story for maybe the underground crypto hangout session. Let's keep moving along. I'm getting off track here. So Sun, BitTensor, Bitcoin, Pudgy Penguins always trending, WikiCat, Pi Network, Ethereum, Hyperliquid Suite, Pendle, Cardano, ICP, Internet Computer, Zcash, Chainlink, and Templar. What do you know about Templar? You notice it has a SN3. If you see SN, which means subnet for anybody who doesn't know that, and then a number, then what network are you on? Somebody throw it in the chat. If you see subnet and then a number or SN as the ticker of a crypto coin on anywhere that you go, you know that that coin is on what network? Somebody help me out here. So WikiCat, of course I've heard of it. It's not new, but I haven't gone over in a really long time. This thing was peanuts for a long time. Why are we on market cap? All right, let's move on. Got to do the Uncle Roger thing there. If you don't know who Uncle Roger is, you need to look him up on YouTube. He's hilarious. June 15th, 2022. Why did I say 2020? I don't know. I think I need to hit this drink over here. I need my orange soda. Now I'm all better. All right. So I really just want to go to their website. Let's go to their website. I'm on one today. I don't know what to tell you guys. I am feeling absolutely amazing. Let's see. What is WikiCat? Hey, that's what I was just asking, and they delivered, right? Who would have thought? WikiCat is a digital currency on the internet that aims to teach people about understanding and adopting cryptocurrencies by introducing the world's cryptocurrencies in a light, fun, and less serious manner. You don't want your cryptocurrencies to seem serious, do you? And we believe more people can begin to learn about how this new and exciting type of financial system. More about this. Yeah, exciting. All right. I missed a word. Forgive me. Fair launch. We love that. Liquidity. Liquidity pool of WikiCat has been locked using Unicrypt. Okay, we got some tokenomics. All right, I don't hate it. I love fair launch stuff. I don't love that a lot of the fair launch projects are meme coins. Like, I don't have any problem with that. But why can't we get some cool fair launch projects that are serious? And I feel like the answer to that is pretty natural. It's because those serious companies actually need the money because they're not a meme coin. It's easy for a meme coin to fair launch, right? Because they're all community, they're all trust. This might be a little bit deeper than anybody wants to go, but I just want you to think about it. So why do meme coins, not all of them, but a good portion of the new ones, so interested in doing fair launches? What is a fair launch, right? Well, I think that it's just easier for them because it just appeals to the community, which is what meme coins are all about, trust. Where on the flip side, a serious project, even if they're very, very serious about what they're going to do and they're going to deliver, they need money. And that's what those seed rounds, those whitelistings, that's what all of that stuff does for them. IDOs. All right, that's enough of that. I just wanted to touch on it because when was the last time we went over WikiCat or WikiCat or whatever you want to call it? Doesn't really matter. As long as you know the ticker and you can separate it from another ticker, doesn't really matter. Let's go to what's trending over on Crypto Rank. Again, Fear and Greed Index at 15. Has not moved very dramatically at all from yesterday. And let's make this the top 50 instead of the top 10. And let's run through it. Resolve. We've talked about Resolve, but I'll click on it because I just want to touch on it, right? All right, what's going on in the chat here? I don't want to ignore my people. It says, it's people like you and all of us that make the whole thing even more a beauty. Absolutely. I'm feeling the energy because of you. This is why we are so connected. Amen to that. So when we fell, I think it meant feel love, we grow and heal with much more power we can imagine. That these years I feel have power for giving people hope. That love is a power to heal and connect is epic. And I just want to say one thing, totally crypto unrelated, but I love your passion when it comes to this. Most people out there, I have high conviction on this. Most people out there are living on the wrong definition of love. And to me, just want to say this for everybody, think about it. The only definition of love that there is that love takes no account of the wrong done to it. That's what makes it powerful. So, if people getting on your nerves, you might want to go get new nerves. All right, Resolve, Block Street, Nexeria, or Nexi, which we've been over a good bit, Superform Opinion, Dago Finance, ID Operating System, Strategic Oil Supply, SOS, a lot like USOR, Allura, Chain Abstraction, My Network, fully homomorphic encryption, Parcel, no idea because I've never seen this coin before, which gets me excited. That's what going over what's trending is all about, other than the compounding value of day after day looking at what's trending, painting a picture. But Parcel has a picture of a house. A parcel is like a parcel of land, probably has to do with RWAs and real estate kind of play on tokenizing assets. That's my guess. You're going to see if I'm right here in a minute. And I'm just going to go to 20. I won't go all the way to 50. Huma Finance, new on our radar. We've been over that. Finance kind of gives it away. Fabric Protocol, Robo. It's about AI in real life. Of course, agentic networks and stuff that run it in the back end, but like industry, or like I always make the example, the waiter at your, restaurant, the cook who's also a robot, and all those things that are to come. It seems like with AI, there you go. That's what Robo is all about. Sign, I feel like Sign's the enemy. I don't know why anybody would put money in this. They want to help big government make CBDCs. Not my thing. Story Protocol, IP, all about IP rights. Bitcoin. Anybody know what Bitcoin is? Hero of Mavia is a game been around for forever. It's actually connected with this Nexi, and I feel like this Nexi project vamping is kind of bringing this back to light. Baby or Babylon, or Babylon, BitTensor, Ethereum. I said I was only going to the 20, but you got to throw Zama and Bio Protocol in there. Haven't talked about Bio Protocol in a while. So let's go to the top. Now, I feel like we do such a good job. Keeping up with what's trending and knowing what these projects are. If you want to feel like you're on top of what's trending in crypto, and right now we're cooking, at a potential turnaround for a bottom of a pretty significant bear trend for Bitcoin, which pretty much runs the market. As things start heating up, man, I don't know how to tell you that, like, this channel will become far more valuable and probably crowded when people realize that we are all over this every day live. Let's see. He says, sorry, my bad English. It's all good, man. No worries. That doesn't bother me one bit. All right. So Resolve, we're going to click on a few of these. Just read basic things. We've been over Resolve many times. The few things I like to at least cover: market cap 10 million, all-time market cap 57.4 million. A little bit of a disparity there, if you will. Well, I thought I'd get lucky and just scroll back, but we're going to need to go to the weekly here. We want to know we want to know what the market cap is, right? We want to know what the all-time market cap is and the difference between them, and then we want to know when it came out. So the 9th of June 2025. So there you go. And this is a week chart, so you can see it's not that old for how much it's dropped. Resolve, of course, but what is it? Resolve is a stablecoin protocol issued dollar stablecoin produced, backed by diversified crypto yield sources like Delta Neutral Strategies. And I'll go a layer deeper for anybody who wants to see. It's a financial layer for stablecoin returns, right? Yield. Stablecoin. This is what I thought was interesting. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't dug deep enough into this, but it says stablecoin APR 7 days, right? So is it paying out 2.6% every 7 days? I find that really hard. I find that incredibly hard to believe, because I mean, if you just take that and you just divide 365 by 7 days and then you crunch, that's too much yield. It's too much yield. Can't handle that much yield out here. But it says it so clear, 7-day APR. So like, can I pull my profit every 7 days? I really need to know, because I'd start with $100 and start running it up pretty quick there, right? $100 will give me $2.60 in 7 days. Roll that back in and we'll just compound that baby to the moon. Let's see. Love to hear, brother, with much respect. Absolutely. All right. So who else is out there in the community? Melissa, are you here? Reliable J, you still here? Do you know what Resolve is? And let's open the app. I am interested in this just for the fact that they have this 7-day APR. Somebody go look it up. Low risk. And then like if you do this one, Resolve Liquidity Pool, 7-day APR. Blues Guy, does Flare Network have any 7-day or any kind of really short APR where you can collect over and over? All right. Just throw that on the radar. I'm actually going to leave this open. I'm going to deep dive and research that just a little bit more, because I want to double, triple check that that's not what they're saying to me right now. Where am I? Too many tabs, too little time. Let's keep moving on. So Block Street, right? What is Block Street? It is a DeFi protocol focused on tokenized stock utilities, RWAs, stuff like that. And it hasn't been around very long. It's looking pretty strong though. The 4th of March 2026. And if you're somebody who looks at a lot of these charts on a daily basis like I am, and I honestly think there's probably not many people who do on a daily basis every day, this looks pretty good. I know it's a daily chart. I know it hasn't been out very long. 25 million in market cap, 36 million all-time high market cap, but it just looks pretty solid. And with the Fibonacci retracement, I feel like where it bounces, like if it was to bounce here and never even go under the 0.5, I think that's really bullish. He says, underground, bro, my man, that's what it's all about. So which one has like a 7-day APR? Reliable J says here. Thank you. Appreciate the check-in, man. Roll call. Sometimes I got to just call roll call on everybody. Can we all just agree that when I say roll call, everybody just types here? Can we do that? Can that be a real thing that we can use as a power tool to project this channel into the future and that the masses get to see it? Let's practice. Reliable J, you just did it. You could do it again if you want, but like you just did it. So like you get that pass. But like roll call all my undergrounders. Throw something 111 here in the chat, something. Let me know that you're active. Let me know on a Saturday night that I'm not wasting my time and my people are with me. All right, let's talk about Nexi. And really it runs the chat up and it pulls people in. If you want people to raise their crypto IQ and stick around for the long term, pack their bags for this next big move, you might want to just participate. I don't know what else to say. All right, Nexira is a cross-game digital asset exchange platform. There you go. And it hasn't been around very long. Daily chart says, what, like 5 days? Something like that. The 9th of March, 2026. Love that custom emoji, Reliable J. Nexira official airdrop campaign. We've been over this actually a bunch of times, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time. They have games, marketplace, this Ruby coin that they're trying to do. They want to have it inside the whole ecosystem, so it's game to game, kind of like a coin you can have, and when a new game comes out, you already have currency, stuff like that. Very interesting projects. Heroes of Mavia is in there. I should have shown that. Let me just do that for anybody who cares. You know we love some DeFi gaming, but I'm not going to get that far into it. If you go to games, Heroes of Mavia, you can see how it's connected. It's a part of this platform. I don't know if they bought it. I don't know what the deal is, as Heroes of Mavia has been around for a while. Superform's all about yield. Opinion is prediction market. Diego Finance. I don't know why anybody would touch this thing personally, because it's been around for a very long time. Let's go to the monthly chart on this thing. I mean, that's a lot of months. It's been around since the 1st of March 2021. It's at 19 million market cap, been as high as 177. It's not as bad as I thought it was, but it's been around for a really long time. I don't know what their success rate is. It's within the BTC ecosystem, which I don't even know many projects that legitimately are Bitcoin DeFi, right? I don't know. Enosis, SparkDeck, Spectra, Kinetic, Mystic, Ball Swap, Flare, Portal, Scepter, all of them, bro. Okay. I do remember some of those things. I was trying to get you hyped to get you running here in the chat. I guess if I want to get Blues Guy running in the chat, which little lackluster on the roll call there. Guess my people, I don't know, man. Anyways, I'll move along. I won't say anything about that. So, yeah, I was trying to get you fired up. If I want to get Blues Guy fired up, I just got to ask him, how do you feel about AI? And then that chat will just run. It'll run by itself. IDOS, talking about how do you feel about AI. ID operating system. Don't scare the people, Blues Guy. Identity operating system is a decentralized storage and access, but it's all about a digital ID and basically running you with that, an operating system that keeps track of who you are. Strategic oil supply, SOS, is what you're going to need to call from a beach. Maybe you'll have to draw it in the sand after you give strategic oil supply all your money. And it crashes to zero. And I'm only saying that tongue-in-cheek, but I am really saying it out of the fact that there were a couple other coins, that I want to show you. Like this, here's another one. Hopefully it didn't like super pump or something, and you'll be like, yeah, that looks great. But none of these things have anything to do with actual oil. People who have money and they want to take, take advantage of the oil prices and the volatility, like they're not going to buy a stupid meme coin on Solana. Not those type of people. I love meme coins on Solana, but they're just not the type of people for that. January 13th, 2026 came out. You can see it had one really big spike, then had another little follow-up spike, and it's been dismal since then. And let's look at the websites, right? The U.S. Oil Reserve tokenized USOR, and they have, some things about oil back cover. Yeah, I wouldn't believe any of that if I were you. And then you have this website, totally different token, supposedly. I don't think they're connected. And then look at this, strategic oil supply. Do you see the copycat? Honestly, I think this one did it better. And if they really are doing something cool with this, I apologize. But I would be very hesitant personally, because I never get financial advice. I'm just talking personally. It says, bro, love you, man. Too funny. Okay. I won't say nada. All right. So how hard would it be to take some kind of data from any kind of data feed? There's tons of them that have to do with oil. Tons of website stuff. Take it, integrate it, have it show up here. Look like something valuable, but where is the value? Like, what is the value in this? That I could know what, WTI crude is worth and how much barrels are coming out of Venezuela. I don't need a Solana meme coin to do that. Just trying to be honest. I don't sugarcoat stuff, guys. I don't need a Solana meme coin to do that for me. I could pretty much do that anywhere on the internet, right? ChatGPT could tell me daily. Google could tell me daily. Yahoo could tell you daily. All your news outlets probably have it on their web. Like, you could go right to like the oil, brokerage themselves and probably get all of that information relatively easy every day. The big boys are not looking for Solana meme coins to feed them that kind of information. Moving on, Allora. Or ticker ALLO, or Allo. Allora? Or is it Allo? All right, I'm done with that. Sorry. Allora is a self-improving decentralized AI network. So the kicker here is it's AI, but they want to make it decentralized and also self-improving. I think that's kind of cool. Haven't seen any product, though. I'm big on, like, show me the product. Like, show me the functioning something, that works, that I can look to and say, okay, this is cool. even if it's very early development stuff, it could get me excited. And it could be my own lack of research here. Maybe they have something amazing. I'm not saying they don't. 29.5 million in market cap, 169 million all-time high. Daily chart says that they token generated the 11th of November 2025, so not all that long ago. Let's go to their website. The abstraction layer for intelligence. You could start building or join their Discord. I guess there's two types of people, right? The ones that start building and the ones who just want to join the Discord. And then it says trusted by Alibaba Cloud. How do you verify these things? You know, anybody could put anything on a website. They kill me with this. Could we figure out how to like have some kind of validation? I don't know. I wish that like you could then go to Alibaba Cloud's website, and maybe you can, and they would give you a list of people who they trust, right? Because they put AWS, Amazon Web Services is trusted by Allura layer for intelligence, right? Cryptocurrency, like maybe, I don't know, but I doubt it. That ain't right. It kind of is fooling people or misleading. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to get ProveX on Pulse Chain right now. That's my next buy. Reliable J, tell us some more about that. Why do I feel like I've heard of ProveX? I'm not huge on the Pulse ecosystem. I will say one thing that was kind of cool that that BitBoy did one time is he had, and this is not about BitBoy, guys. It's not about BitBoy. He had a like whole little Pulse podcast, and he was bringing on a bunch of people who were big in the Pulse community. And I thought that was cool because I learned more from that podcast about Pulse history and all kinds of stuff, of course, Hex. I learned more about that there than probably any other YouTube influencers. I wasn't digging deep enough, I guess. So many networks, right? So Allura solves for siloed machine intelligence. Today, powerful machine intelligence is primarily confined within industry giants where data, algorithms, and computational resources remain isolated and limited. So, of course, that's what Allura is trying to do. The AI stack, decentralized artificial intelligence, it's just coming out. A lot of Richard Hart haters, but the community is strong. So it's a community of people who hate Richard Hart inside of PulseX? That sounds like a conundrum. Why don't they just hang out at his house and tell him how they don't like him? It says underground, go on the Enosis and pool you flare XRP to USDTO, great yield in return, and then go to SparkDex and do the same. With wrapped flare to USDT, you earn a lot of our flare. That's a new flare drop, and you earn USDTO flare XRP daily. Oh, Reliable J says, no, you got that all wrong. Okay, all right, it happens. All right, so what is Allura? I want to spend a moment on this because I love some abstraction. It's a Pulse chain. Richard is Pulse chain. Yeah, I know that. That's why I was like, you're telling me. I thought what you were saying was somebody inside like the PulseX community, because I know Hex, Richard Hart, PulseX, also Richard Hart. I thought you were saying somebody created a community for people that don't like him inside PulseX. That would have been probably borderline genius move, because you know Richard Hart loves to argue with some people who don't agree with him. Oh, he'd have a field day with that one. And it's been a while. I can't remember. But wasn't Richard Hart pretty much cleared of all wrongdoing in a lawsuit? Pretty sure that was true. All right. So what is Allura? Allura provides an abstraction layer for collaborative AI, where many models working on tightly focused problems can come together to create strong and more inclusive outputs. The network aggregates these models in an intelligent way, predicting participation platform and learning from it in real time. A topic coordinator sets the task. Workers models generate inference. The reputers evaluate those inferences against the truth, churning out an inference that is more consistently accurate than any single participant. That was pretty techy. I don't know if anybody really understood that. Allura combines collective insight and context-aware adjustments to continually improve prediction beyond what any single model can achieve. And if none of that made any sense to you, just remember that the whole point here is it's self-learning, right? Does it work? Well, they'll tell you if it works or not. And here is a video on it. It is 2 minutes. All right. I'm gonna try to do the thing where we actually can watch a video. This is I want to do this, but it's also at the same time it's a test run because I want to be able to quickly. I want to be able to quickly do this on stream. Now I'm already messing up because usually to quickly do this, I would need the sound in the back end already connected from the, virtual, from the volume mixer to the virtual cables. Yeah. I haven't done this in a minute. Hopefully this is the right one. Pretty sure it's the right one. And then I got to come over here and turn. Oh, I know what I got to do. All right. I don't want to turn my virtual cable down too much. So the music will come up a little bit and then we'll play the video and pause the music.
Artificial intelligence has unlimited potential. However, it is currently
then I'm going to turn up on my side so I can hear it.
Dominated by monolithic systems. It's time to break through. Imagine a world where we could evaluate and combine our intelligence collaboratively in real time. The key to unlocking the way in which many models can work on solving shared machine learning problems together is by learning from one another and improving upon themselves over time. Allura is the foundational layer for bringing together the world's AI into a decentralized, self-improving AI network, accessible by anyone. Here's how it works. Allura is divided into topics, which define specific ML problems that inference workers, the individual models contributing to a topic, collaboratively solve. When a user submits a query to a topic for some AI output, these workers generate model outputs for that user. Another set of workers in the network, forecast workers, then predict the quality of these answers before those inferences are officially evaluated. This enables the outputs to be context-aware, and is an essential step to ensuring the network can improve upon itself over time and outperform any of the individual models contributing to those outputs. Lastly, reputers, a decentralized set of model evaluators, grade each worker, producing a score based on evaluation criteria defined in the topic, determining how much influence each worker should have within a given topic. This process allows Allura to aggregate all contributors to a given topic, providing context-aware AI outputs that outperform even the best individual model in the network. Every participant is rewarded based on the performance of their contributions, creating an open marketplace for intelligence itself. Allura is more than just an AI platform. It's the foundational layer for collaboration within AI communities, generating outputs which rival the quality of the industry monoliths that exist today. Allura, self-improving, collective intelligence.
All right, I actually got to watch that with you. That was pretty awesome. And that was a bit of a test, but I actually think I did that right. There's so many things I have to do to like play the video and turn the music off, mute my microphone, turn my volume up on my phone, make sure I can hear it, all of that stuff. So it was very techy. So the takeaway here, again, is that it improves itself. And just remember that it is probably a little techy for the average person. So try to stick to what makes sense to you and not get overwhelmed by what maybe doesn't make sense to you. Katana. All right, so these are all of their partners here. Say, Aptos, you should know those. Arbitrum, a layer 2 on Ethereum, and then there's a lot of other projects here. I could spend quite some time going through all of these different projects, right? And some of them are not just projects, like Coinbase, Alibaba Cloud, some of them are big company. All right, let's move along. I feel like I spent a little bit too much time on Aurora, but I do want to deep dive sometimes, like when I get into something I think is really cool. What's up, Green Fingers? Welcome in, welcome in. And by the way, I was reading what you were saying, Reliable J. Yep. I like Richard Hart, by the way. I don't know if I know that. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say I know everything he's done has been on the up and up. I think there's a good chance it has been. The dude just seems incredibly smart, right? I don't know if that's because he's so smart or he's got really smart people around him that have advised him, but there you go. If he listened to him, then I guess he's smart, right? Richard Hart, I don't like him. I have a personal experience with him. I also sold Hex at the top. Wait, you met Richard Hart, Blues guy? That could be interesting. He made the point, not your keys, not your crypto. Yep, exactly. He's flashy and can throw people off for sure. Cocky and confident. I did not hear much, but was cool. Must be the Canadian internet. Oh, you didn't hear it? How was the volume for everybody else? I turned my phone all the way up and I could hear the whole thing. So you guys let me know how was that video? I guess I need a rating from everybody else, right? 1 through 10. How was that video? Could you hear it? So I remember the very early Richard in the self-help books. He always reminds me of the people from Trailer Park Guys or Trailer Park Boys. Hilarious. They should make a sequel called Trailer Park Guys, like when they're older. That'd be hilarious. But that's what he reminds me of. All right, so my network, fully homomorphic encryption, let's tag on that for just a second, is a restaking layer for AI and proof of stake networks, accepting restake tokens to enhance security. What is restaking? I feel like at this point, there's so many things I say all the time. I feel like my regular people got to know them by now. But when I ask questions, they're not running to the keyboard to answer it. Let's put it that way. So we're just going to keep talking about it. Restaking is securing other networks with tokens that have already been staked by staking a staked token somewhere else, aka restaking it, the same way beans are fried and then they're refried. It means again. Anyways, I digress. I didn't need to make that point, did I? Anyways, it takes the security from the base network like Ethereum and gives it to the small projects, which in turn allows them to not have to build out their own complex security systems. He might be a sweetheart. I should not judge. Greenfinger says, yo, Blues. Says, that's true, LOL, Trailer Park. I've still got Hex staked from the run-up it had like 2 years ago. Probably worth nothing now. Somewhere in a wallet, somewhere. I don't even remember. See, this is how long ago it was. I don't remember if I bought $200 worth of Hex or if I bought 200 Hex, and who knows at what price. I don't even remember anymore. But somewhere I have a tiny bit of Hex, and it could be a little bit more or it could be a lot less than I think. So here's Parcel. This is the first project that I hadn't seen yet, right? I think did it just come out? No, definitely didn't just come out. We're on the daily chart and there's a lot of candles. On the weekly chart though, it says the 15th of April, 2024 token generation event. It's literally exactly what I thought it was. Parcel is a RWA-focused decentralized exchange for trading real estate derivatives. So I was very, very, very close. Yo, Reliable J, what are you saying, bro? He says, Ron, do watch your friend Somi? Yo, what does that mean? You're sketching me? No, you're not sketching me out. You're making me nervous. What What are we talking about? Who is Somi? Sami? Are you asking me if I watch a certain person, maybe? It's like an encrypted message. I don't know what that means. 6.9 million in market cap, 105.6 million all-time high. Moving on. This is an old project. He says, do you? I don't even know who that is. Who's Sami? I'm the same, saying I got Hex Stakey too. Okay, got you. When Richard Hart was doing live streams regularly. I never really watched his live streams. Morse? Are we like saying code so we don't say the actual person's name? I don't know who we're talking about here. Sorry, I was typing fast. He's on YouTube. No, I will check him out though. If you say he's cool, if you're giving him the vote of confidence, I'll check him out. Oh, and then he says, bro, check him out. Yeah, we're on the same page. So is it spelled Sommi? Because if not, then I won't be able to find him. Huma Finance. Or is it Morse? LOL Morse? Like Morse code? I'm so lost in the sauce with the chat, guys, but I think I figured it out. Just tell me is it spelled right. Sommi. That's all I really need to know. Huma Finance, ticker Huma, is a decentralized payment financing network at 29.6 million in market cap, been as high as 203 million. Looks like token generation event the 26th of May 2025. Boy, where does the time go? Yeah, Reliable J, you could always DM me a link. I hate to be that guy, but one, I'll remember to do it a lot more likely, and then also makes my life easier, and my life feels like everybody around me is trying to make it as difficult as possible every day, including my like 1-year-old daughter, because she has been nothing but absolutely fussy for like a week now, like more than normal, and she's usually pretty fussy. Anyways, story IP. You know how it is. Well, some people, I say that like people know. As a parent, when your child is very fussy because they're not feeling well or teething heavily or something, it is very stressful. So now we got past the 20 mark here. We're just going to run through these. Once I get, see, it's kind of like I want to go through my 1 through 20 pretty diligently. And then once we get past that, I'm just going to talk about what I think is cool. Bioprotocol is one that's been around. I'm not giving it a vote of confidence or anything like that, but Bioprotocol, DeSci, or decentralized science, I think will have its day in the sun. Let's put it that way. Zama, another fully homomorphic encrypted type of platform, but they're using it for totally different thing. I know I keep saying fully homomorphic encryption over and over and over every stream, FHE. I'm doing it on purpose so that you will know what that is. Just like zero knowledge rollups, zero knowledge proof, zero knowledge ZK, all those type of abbreviations that I'm always trying to hammer into everybody so that you can read quickly through websites and stuff and know what they're talking about without, having to look everything up all the time. So what else is trending here? Solana, Sweet, Dog with Hat, Kite AI. We've been over. I like Kite AI and the fact that they give you the price per calls and all the different AI agents. It's one of the things that it seems like they've done better. Greenfinger says, wait till she turns 2. Well done, Greenfingers. I do have an 8-year-old as well. So I've been through the 2 stages before and 3s, but different from girl to boy can be very different. Limitless, Bitway, Layer 0, Starknet. Shout out to Starknet, and shout out to my Starknet wallet that just broke. It just broke. I don't know what to say about it. It broke. It might be a user error, but let's just pretend like it's not. Basically, all of a sudden, none of the password wouldn't work. I tried, of course, several different passwords. So I'm gonna talk about Ready Wallet, formerly Argent, for a minute. I don't know what the heck happened. And then, of course, in my mind, I wrote down the seed phrase, right? So I should be able, and then the seed phrase won't work. And I am like very meticulous when I write down a seed phrase. Like I write it down and double, triple, quadruple. Sometimes I check it up to 10 times. So for me to believe I just completely wrote it wrong or like in the wrong order, it's just very hard for me to believe, but maybe it's possible, I guess. But anyways, didn't make any sense why my password. Now, nobody worry for me. It was a brand new wallet that I had just opened. There might have been $1 in it or something like that. So, don't cry for me. But it was very annoying. But that has to do with StarkNet, and it's messed up my other games that I have on StarkNet that I've been playing and trying to play some other new games. And that's just really annoying. So I got to figure that out. Hopefully I'll have that all figured out by the next DeFi Friday gaming stream, right? Camsta in the house. Where you been, Camsta? Surprised you're not in bed already. It's 11 o'clock. Green Figure says, oh, so you know. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I got a new wallet, Internet Money. I really like it. Cool. Is that the name of the wallet? Internet Money? I have like so many wallets that I need to not just keep up with, but like actually download. Rabby is one of them. Now you're talking about Internet Money. I like trying them all out. He said, went to a comedy show downtown. Good for you, man. Always good to get out and do something fun. I'm glad to hear that. Who was it? Anybody would know? I do like to watch a lot of comedians, so I might know who they are, unless they're like super underground or super local. Render, Optimism, Dogecoin, Monad, Near Protocol, Polkadot, and many more. We're going to wrap this up and continue, right? We've spent way too much time on that. Now, let's hop over to our talking points here. Was that one for Loot Survivor? Yes, Blues Guy. That was the one for Loot Survivor. And now, Loot Survivor it's not that it's not working. I could play the regular like free play, I'm pretty sure. Haven't tried it, but I'm sure that would work. But like playing my paid games is not going to work, and I have to fix it somehow. I don't know how to do it, but one way or another I will fix it. Again, that wallet was new, and I don't think there's any value. I mean, what could I possibly lose? $1 to maybe $5 or $6? I don't even know. I think I transferred it all out of there, actually, over to Loot Survivor. So I don't think there's any money in it. What makes me more annoyed, to be honest, is having to write down another seed phrase, right? That's what makes me far more annoyed than anything. Camsta says awkward. I know he's not talking about me because, see, I'm never awkward. So he has to be talking about the comedian that he went to see. It was a guy I never heard of, Derek Seguin. Never heard of him. He's from Quebec, though. And he was awkward? Did he bomb, Camsta? Did you go see a comedian absolutely bomb? I don't know. It's so funny because comedians can bomb, right, and do terribly. If you've ever seen in real life a comedian bomb, it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my. It's like 100 times funnier than any bit they could have done. To watch for like an hour as they just bomb and they have to just keep going, and it's just oh man, if you've never experienced it, it's the funniest thing. I'll be laughing in the background, and it's not at the jokes. It's just at like the dead silence and the people just kind of looking at each other. And you can tell the comedian feels it and notices, but he just has to like keep going. It's gold, absolute gold. That's what they should air on Comedy Central, right? Anyways, read above awkward. Read above the awkward. That is literally every episode of Kill Tony. Yeah, you're right. It is true. More than half the bucket pulls bomb every episode. Yeah, you're right. You got a point there. I do like that show. I don't watch it as much as my brother does, but when I'm around him, he definitely be watching it. The scaling challenge. So let's talk about scaling. Let's get back to raising our crypto IQ. It's Saturday night. We've been having fun. We've been going over what's trending. We've been talking a lot of stuff. Let me get rid of tabs that I don't need. I don't need to be any more confused than I already am. And let's get back to our talking points. So we read in a story format to prepare you for raising your crypto IQ right now. The scaling challenge. And somebody said to me on Memex, and I hope they came to the stream, they said, oh, okay. He says the awkward comment was me adding to what I wrote above. I don't know. The only thing above was I went to a comedy show downtown. Reliable Jay said, yep. And then Blues Guy said, was that one for the Loot Survivor, talking about the Starknet? And then you said awkward. So I'm not sure what I'm missing. Anyways, I'm overthinking it. Doesn't matter. Random friend requests is coming in. All right. So the scaling challenge. Blockchain must balance security. What I was saying to somebody from Emacs said, how does data have anything to do with scaling? I'm talking about data as in data availability, or the availability of the data. I don't know how that could be any more straightforward as far as, what we're talking about. Blockchains must balance security, decentralization, and performance. Increase throughput without compromising these properties has proven difficult. What is throughput? Think of it as speed. What data availability means. Data availability refers to whether transaction data is accessible for nodes to verify. If nodes cannot access this data, they cannot validate the system's state. Why rollups depend on data availability. So rollups process transactions off-chain, but publish the compressed data to the base layer. This allows nodes to reconstruct and verify the state of the rollup. Think of it as, if you don't know what rollups are, just think of it as taking a whole lot of transactions and validating all of those in one very compressed transaction that's still valuable to the validators in the state, right, of a network. The cost of data storage. So you have data availability, but to have that data available, it's got to be stored somewhere. So storing transaction data is expensive because it must remain available for verification. So it's not just stored, but it's actually accessible. Large amounts of data increase node requirements and network costs. Data availability layers, new blockchain design, introduce specialized layers responsible for storing transaction data. These layers allow execution environments to scale independently. Number 6, modular blockchain architecture. Modular design, different than monolithic, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the originals. Modular design separates different blockchain functions, right? Normally, all these things would happen all in the same monolithic, think big, all together, chain. This are separated out. Execution, settlement, and of course, data availability. This allows each component to scale more efficiently. Also, with the one drawdown, of course, is when things break in a modular blockchain, it could be a little bit more difficult to identify the problem and fix it, right? Because more equals more complicated. Several new systems are experimenting with data availability layers, including modular blockchain projects and specialized networks. These architectures may play a major role in the future of crypto infrastructure. Why this matters. Scaling solutions based on modular architecture could allow blockchains to support far larger ecosystems while preserving decentralization. The core insight here is the future of crypto scaling may depend not only on just faster blockchains, but on an entirely new system architecture, evolving blockchain technology all together. All right. There you go. He says, laughing at misfortunes of the poor dude. It's just hilarious. Like, I feel bad for him. Don't get me wrong. Going back to the comedian topic, that's what Blues Guy is commenting about. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel bad for him. But just watching the reactions on everybody's face is just the most hilarious thing to me. All right, the awkward comment was me adding to what I wrote above. I guess I didn't write it. Yeah, I guess you didn't write it because I can't find it. Can you find it? Hilarious. As always, Campsta, thank you for being here. I wasn't trying to get you tied up there. And I hope everybody's having a good time. We've been live for like an hour and 15 minutes. It's a Saturday night. We did our due diligence. I hope that we wrapped up this series. I hope you guys are taking this stuff seriously, right? I hope you guys are actually really trying to learn more about crypto. If you just, hey, if you show up just because you like we go over what's trending and you completely phase out when I talk about the more technical stuff or whatever IQ raising thing I'm trying to do, then whatever. I'm just glad that you're here and a part of the community. I guess it's not for everybody, but I do want to encourage people to kind of just don't be overwhelmed, dial in and try to learn. And it will compound episode after episode, series after series. And then we'll loop around and we'll do series. We'll do them again, but we'll do them totally different. And I think after a while, I think you'll realize that you've learned a lot, even if you didn't realize that you did. Campsa says OMG. I don't know what that's about, but we had so many like conversations and side conversations going that sometimes it's hard to know what is what anymore. I'm going to play a round of Panzer Dogs as we kind of chillax and move on here and make it feel a little bit more like a Saturday night stream. Can you read what I wrote above? Above what, Camsta? Are you talking about like your original comment that you said awkward and I didn't know what you were saying? Maybe you got censored by YouTube, bro. Because you weren't here. Like you came in the chat and you said, "Hey yo," and then your next was "What up?" And then next was went to a comedy show downtown. And then after that, after went to a comedy show downtown, you said awkward. It was a guy I never heard of, Derek, whoever from Quebec. I think maybe you clicked something, you like typed something and got censored. I don't know. Bang. He ain't going to be in Rush Hour 3, that's for sure. Because he's gone. I can only imagine how many people don't get that joke. That's okay. You weren't as big of a Jackie Chan fan as I was when I was, however old I was when Rush Hours came out. I think it was Rush Hour 2. Anybody ever seen the bloopers at the end of Rush Hour 2? Hilarious. And that's about the last time I was ever watched many movies, when I was pretty young. Everybody always says it's like, what were my parents doing? My favorite movie when I was like, I don't know, 6 was Blade. You know, they had a trilogy, but that first movie was out for a while before any of those other movies came out. Blade was my favorite with Wesley Snipes. That was like the best movie ever. I've seen that thing more times than I can even think of. Like where most people were watching like a kid movie over and over. That's what I was watching. Can you okay, certain words are blocked. Yep. No, what I wrote above in the comments, I'm getting censored probably. All right, we got a new person in here. It says Senpai 930. Are you holding Tau? I don't think so. If I do hold Tau, it's a very small amount somewhere. I have a lot of wallets and stuff, and many apps and exchanges, and it's a lot. But if I hold any, it's not a lot. It's an insignificant amount. But I do like Tau. And Senpai, smash that like button, subscribe. There's a free link to our Discord in the chat. I do talk about Tau quite a bit. I talked about Tau today. The subnets. And you can always tell which projects are on Tau because their ticker will be like SN and then a number. And the SN stands for subnet. Blues Guy says Money Train says you can't write T-Girl. I watched Conan the Barbarian over and over. Yeah, that's a good one too. The old movies were better. I quit watching movies because, one, I just didn't have no time. I'm always been grinding one way or another. And at some age, I just realized it was rather get lost in caring about these movies and stuff, or actually get out there and get some stuff done. And man, am I glad that I decided to get out there and get some things done and not watch any stupid movies. It all started when I was about, I don't know, I might have been 12 and a half, I might have been 13. I was sitting on the couch watching, I don't know what I was watching, and you'll see why that matters to the story. I was watching TV, let's put it that way. And ads came on. The ads went so long that I couldn't remember what show I was sitting there watching. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't even remember. It's like when you walk into a room and you forgot why you went in there. It's like that, but for whatever you're watching. And so I was like, well, what's the point? And then, of course, I sat there because I was like, now I kind of want to know what I was watching. And this had happened to me on different occasions a few times before I finally made the decision. And then, same sitting happened again. And I finally was like, I am never watching TV again. This is ridiculous. The ads were 15 minutes of commercials. You forget what you're even there for. And at that point, when I was 12 and a half, 13, I decided I would never watch TV again. And aside from maybe some random family events where the TV was on or whatever type of stuff, and I mean TV programming. I've watched a football game before, I've gone to a Super Bowl party. I'm not that hardcore. I'm not religious about it. But, I just quit watching it. Senpai says creativity is no longer present with these new movies. Exactly. Oh, music stopped. Thank you, Camsta. Camsta's on it. Thank you very much. Let's turn that back on. You want to just raw listen to me talk. That would be awful. But yeah, I don't know what happened. When did the movies just become remaking every story you had already heard? When I was a kid, new movies came out and they were their own thing, right? I don't know. But yeah, creativity is dead in that kind of media. If you know, you know. I certainly have my theories on why a certain person doesn't do really well with creating, right? But his enemy does create, but he doesn't do very well creating anything, so he can only recycle old stuff and pretend like it's new, and it seems like he's in charge of that industry. The ticket taker, oh, okay, and comedian kept making fun. She's going to be another, okay, got you, Camsta. It all makes sense now. And I don't want to say any of that on here because then I'll probably get banned. Stargate was my go-to. I remember seeing those. When I was little, I watched a lot of the movies that my dad would have liked probably when he was younger. So they would have been old movies at the time. Heck, I remember my dad only having antenna TV. We didn't grow up rich, that's for sure. And he only had antenna TV, and we would watch MASH. You guys watch American Idol or something. We watched MASH. We watched MASH it was they were new episodes or something. They were not. But that was a hilarious show. But anyways, I did watch a lot of the more older stuff. My whole point was a lot of the movies that I watched that I thought were pretty alright were probably older movies at the time than most of what was actually coming out at that time. Is any of that important? Absolutely not. We're in the underground crypto hangout session of the night where we're more than just looking at crypto, right? I am to make it feel like family, because we are a crypto family in the way that we're all in this together. In one way or another, the crypto bug has got to you. And you've got a thing for some crypto. I think we all do. And we should just all agree to be crypto family, I feel like, and work together in a community where basically we all take our strengths, what we've learned in cryptocurrency, and share them with each other, because all of our strengths are going to be different. There you go. And then we have an awesome community. Save up 10K before you open any boxes, then do 10 at a time for better rewards. Okay, Reliable J. I'm going to do that. I'm not open any more boxes until we get to 10,000, and we're going to see if we get better rewards here. He says, don't come in to laugh tomorrow. Oof. There are still movies with creative writing like Snow White live action, but the creativity is in a bad way, resulting for a flop. Yeah, well, you got a point there, Senpai. Yeah. They live with Rowdy Piper. They live with Rowdy Piper, LOL. Yeah, that's true. Some of the there is creativity. It's just not the type any of us actually want to see. It's a good point. Senpai with the big IQ in here. Ooh, I got him down so low, and then I didn't even finish him off. Just like left him for somebody else to kill. And I still got first blood, huh? They need to make that gap a little bit bigger. I wasted way too much stuff. All right, let's grab that machine gun and see if we can cook a few more. All right, I finally got him. He thought he was slick. Thought he was Slick Rick with the eye patch. Oh man, if he gets one more shot on me, I'm cooked. Health, please. Check, please. Come on down, the water is fine. Yo, they cannot finish this guy off. I know the feeling. When you do all the damage to somebody, I guess somebody else has to kill him. Bang, got him. Gotta get like the right lines going. Yeah, at least Panzer Dog is working there. Yeah, the other day it was crazy. Y'all caught that? Nobody really said anything, I don't think, so I didn't know if y'all noticed. Sometimes I'll be talking about something, it'll be crickets, and I don't really know if anybody is paying attention, but it was super glitchy. Oh, it's a draw. I've never seen a draw. Has anybody else ever seen a draw before? Those must have been some decent players because, yeah, I've never seen a draw before, and they were playing pretty good. I was having trouble taking out. That or, like, it was just me out there and my teammates were terrible. It was one or the other. All right, we're back over 1,000. I wish I wouldn't have opened that box. We'd be up. What else do we want to mess with? I'm going to check on my Fogo fishing, which I've been enjoying all the upgrades and things they got going on. Some more of these skitter bugs we use for lure. They're 4 cents a piece, so I'd be stocking up on them. Let's see. Goes to over 10,000 casts there. Let's do the same thing. These are also 4 cents. I'm surprised the like upgrade that you get at level 10 doesn't cost more. All right, cool. We got a few of those. Go to inventory. Let's change over to those skitter bugs there. I don't know. Is a skitter bug a real thing? I don't even know. Sorry for asking, is that a crypto game? Yes, it is. It's on the SWE network. It's called Panzer Dogs. I don't have like an affiliate link or anything like that, but it's a lot of fun. And Senpai, we play on here a lot, so I think you got to get to like level 5, which is like 5 games, maybe 3, 4, 5 games. We can actually team up. We can play together. I got Reliable J right here, Camsta, Blues Guy. Like, we be playing on here, so if you do that, I feel like I've seen your name in the chat, but I don't know if I always see your name in the chat. Also, Senpai, if you like DeFi gaming, we do a whole DeFi gaming stream every Friday. If you like DeFi gaming, you will learn a lot about DeFi gaming coming to that DeFi Friday, because we get into some sauce, bridging and figuring out all kinds of different networks and stuff. It's pretty fun. At least it's my kind of fun. I like that stuff because there's a lot of eureka moments there. This is a different game than the Fogo fishing. This is Fishing Frenzy, and I'm not gonna catch this fish. This fish is tripping. What is up with this? Yeah, there's no way I'm catching this guy. Yep, time's up. Nice. Good job, Blue Sky, throwing the link in there. At least Panzer Dogs were, yep, yesterday was terrible. Yeah, it was gotta be the servers that had to do with them. It wasn't us. I've had a few draws only at night. Early morning, always blowouts. There you go. This game is interesting. I don't really know. It came up here. Let's do a quick run through here. We just type in gaming. I love the categories on CoinGecko. I feel like they do the categories much better than anybody else, like crypto, rank, or CoinMarketCap. So, of course, you'll be in cryptocurrencies and it's searching you. I do things really fast sometimes because I do this a lot and I don't really explain. So when you type something in at CoinGecko, it's going to give you like cryptocurrencies that it's looking for. But if you go to categories, that's where you're going to quickly get over here. So you have gaming marketplace, on-chain gaming, and gaming, blockchain, and governance. I think I usually go to on-chain gaming. Pretty sure that's where I normally go. And then I just look at what's new. You'll see Fishing Frenzy in here somewhere. Darkstar still hanging out somehow. Look at the price of that thing. Absolutely nothing. What is Fate Adventure? Fish War. Why is everything coming out about fish? It's so funny. I don't even see Fish Frenzy on here. Oh, here it is. I'm just tripping. It's me. It's a me thing. Fish Frenzy is right here. Lords we've got in new. I don't know what this Phantom Phoenix is. It's got a 1.6 million market cap. What the heck is that thing? You got to check it out decently often. Otherwise, oh man, this thing's been around for a while. 2018. Man, I feel like we should all know about this game, right? And let's go to like the monthly. Has this thing done anything? 3 month? Come on. I mean, it pumped a little bit and then it lost it all. How does this thing still have 1.6 million in it? Just people just still holding it from forever. It's on BNB smart contract. I'm not gonna lie, once I see the project has been out for a really long time and it's never been like successful as far as like people knowing it, like Floki's been out for a long time, but Floki's solid. Like when you go to the Floki website, I mean, they have so much stuff built. It's kind of hard to believe they're a meme coin. They have this whole play NFT metaverse. It's pretty dope. They got trading bots. Like if you've never looked past the fact that it's a meme coin and looked at Floki, I'm impressed. TokenFi, right? They have a partnership. So tokenization, Floki Hub, Web3 identity. So they have domains on Floki. They have staking. They have FlokiFly, which is a futures and decentralized finance. NFT collections, of course. They have a debit card. Who doesn't have a Visa card? Floki Places, so merchandise and NFTs. They have a Floki University for crypto education platform. I feel like I should probably be sponsored by them. Hopefully they'll see that. Of course, a naming service, again, domains. They have their own news stuff, trading bots. Like, they're doing a pretty good job of being all over everything. This is kind of what I want out of all of my meme coins. I want to see them come out, get popular, and then get to work and build some stuff. A few of them do. I mean, Shiba kind of did that as well. The Viking army. Yeah, anyways, very impressed with some of the stuff that they've done. Moving on. I haven't got to talk about Floki in a while. Then we have this Plays Out. Let's go to their website, playsout.com. I feel like I've looked at this before, but I don't remember. Wow, Fate Adventures looks like it's going to the moon. The chart is depressing. I'll look at that one next. Bridging worlds, one mini game at a time. Oh, I remember looking at this. Here's where a lot of these places do get me, though, is that they won't be DeFi gaming. They'll have like a bunch of games that all kind of shill each other. And then if there's no real crypto, it's not DeFi gaming. It's just gaming, right? And I want the ability to potentially earn something. Or own something, right? Earn something or own something. I want some real ethos of DeFi, right? Which is decentralized finance, or, you know, decentralized gaming, owning, all that good stuff. And it just takes you to links, right? For mobile. And anyways, yeah, I was very unimpressed with this when I saw it before. Part that kills me is it's up there with 171.1 million. Oh, that's fully diluted. Sorry. Scratch that. 12.7 million. I don't know how this has 12.7 million in it. It just, there's nothing to it. I must be missing something. Or they did something at one point and it's just not even relevant anymore. He said, Fate Adventures. Go to the max chart. Yeah, buddy. What was it showing me? Oh, the 7 days. This is the chart I saw right when I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, it actually is pumping. I mean, the volume is, wow. The volume is $21. I mean, it's a nice pump from 0.008 to like a penny is a good pump, but I don't think you could get any money out of this if you needed to. So it's on, is that Aptos? Pretty sure it's on Aptos. Fate Adventure. And a lot of these games have like such potential. I don't know about this. I don't know this game, but a lot of them have like really good potential. And then they just never do anything. They come out, they build a little bit, and then they never follow through. I think they come out and they're just like, this is hard. And then they never do anything ever again. Full closed beta. The thing is, you come to this website and you don't know when this was last updated. 23 to 2024, right? Had the reserve right. They're done. They're cooked. That was too long ago. They're not doing anything. Campsta says fishing is an easy game to make. Yeah. I mean, the Fogo fishing is not really a game. It's more of a minor that's been gamified. This Fishing Frenzy is a game. And what was the other one was Fishing War. I mean, it has $58,000 in it. So don't know that I would expect a lot, but it is on the Say ecosystem. Also, yeah, fishing must just be a really easy game to make because they are all doing it. On Base Network, one of the games that we looked at was, of course, fishing as well. All right, I don't know anything about this game, so I'm not going to connect to it. Plus, it's very small. But I do like it's on the Say network. So here, let's go to the max chart. How long has this thing been around? Ooh, man, that's a terrible looking chart. March 17, 2025. And then it fell off a cliff. I mean, it could come back if it did something spectacular and innovative. But a lot of times I feel like once they fall off a cliff, a lot of your developers get very discouraged and then they disappear, or the money's gone. Then they really disappear because they weren't there for charity work, right? And then once you start going lower here, it gets really sketchy. Honestly, I don't really go too low on that. Anyways, I was just kind of showing you what we do on a DeFi Friday. Let's run another round of Panzer Dogs. And then I'd like to show you Chainers. There we go. Thank goodness somebody didn't let me sit here with the music off. Wow, they all went this way, huh? With that lightning bolt, if you just take a minute to watch them for a second, you can get some pretty good hits in on them. Cooked. Lightning bolt might be my favorite, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a lightning bolt, it's lightning ball. It might be my favorite thing to use. Got one. Come on, you can't. Shout out to my teammate. Like, you can't just let him get that like that. It's not cool. He was right there. You were doing nothing. All right, Ned's gone. No more Ned out here. Oh yeah, he's done. Cooked. Bam. Pretty sure I'm getting top dog on this one, but we'll see. That's a game. That's a wrap. And shout out to anybody who hung out with me all the way to midnight, or at least it's midnight where I'm at. A little later on a Saturday. I won't be live tomorrow. You guys should all know why. And we're stacking towards that 10K. We're going to do what Reliable J said. Look at Chainers. This is Chainers. I know you guys all know about Chainers. Link in the description. I'm sure one of my mods will throw a link in the chat. If not, it's in the description. I think they can handle that. And let's go see what we got going on. Daily rewards. I got a little campaign going right now. It's a free way to earn a little bit of, you know, BNB or Polmatic. I don't know why they chose Polmatic or Polygon. I don't know why they chose that. BNB makes sense. Of course, they have an in-game currency. Can somebody tell me how much 0.0, 3 zeros, and then an 8 BNB is? 0.008 BNB. Can somebody tell me what that's worth? All right, I've gotten no rewards yet. Gotta love that. So spend 1 CFB on merge. We gotta use. All right, let's back up. Get our free item from the Atom Caster. I'll take it. And we gotta use one of our fertilizers. More marigolds. Gotta use one fertilizer, but they don't give you a lot of points. It's almost not worth even doing. Let's see. I don't want to use the good ones. Yeah, let's use the crappy ones. There we go. So we got 8 XP. View the event. Didn't really do anything for us. You only get 8 every time you do that. What we really want is the Wind Chainer's Dreams, which is the shooting game, right? All right, as long as we make it to 1,000, which honestly is really easy to do. And if anybody remembers, I was talking a few weeks ago, and I know that it's mostly just my regulars on here, which is good because that's who I want to talk to. I gotta stop rubbing my mustache against the microphone. It is so itchy. Anyways, I was talking about opportunity for making money online. I was really asking for anybody who already does stuff online in any kind of niche, whether you make some TikToks or, you know, maybe you do a little bit of YouTube. I know Blues Guy has started doing some YouTube and stuff like that. I do have a really awesome opportunity, and I've just been going over it myself a good bit because I'm very weary. It's why you don't hear me like shell or do a lot of advertisements and stuff. Very weary of putting anything out, although it is a pretty awesome opportunity. I know like testimonials, but they're people who I actually have some kind of dealing with or something like that. They're not just like random testimonials on the internet, because anybody could write those. And a lot of people say a lot of good things about this whole course. It's like a course, but it has like 20. It's not like a course on one thing. It's a course on like 20 different ways that are substantial for making money on the internet. And I will be rolling that out and kind of talking more about it, but I wanted to go through a lot more of the info myself and see. I just want to make sure it's something that's actually good for the stream. If anybody bought it and they thought it was absolute crap, I would be really disappointed. So although I've heard tons of great things and I've been through quite a bit of it, I want to get through all of it so that I can make sure, or almost all of it at least. There is a lot of information there. But anyways, if anybody is actually looking to, quit having to do their 9-to-5 or just have more money in general, maybe you just want to not be able to take all those take weekends off and stuff like that. There it is. We got over 1,000. That's all we set out to do. Let's see what we got. Then I do have an opportunity coming for you guys for sure. And I'm really anxious. I'd love to tell you guys about it. Or not anxious, that's the wrong word. I'm excited to tell you guys about it, but I'm going to do my due diligence just like we always talk about. Make sure I do the right thing and make sure all of the modules are packed with value before I even start talking about it more. But one thing I do got to say is most courses, you buy them and that's it. You watch the course and you rather do what the course says or you don't. This course actually, that was really clever design, is that they actually gave you the right to sell the course as well. So I think the idea is you get the course, you make money with the course because you follow the things, and then you're excited about how you changed your life or you were able to make more money. Let's be realistic. Maybe you changed your life, maybe you just made a lot, like a side hustle. But either way, then you go tell people about it and they give you the ability to earn. And it's like 85% commissions. I thought that was really cool. So the course is useful. And on the other side of it, you could sell the course too if you knew anybody who wanted it. And every time, you make a very considerable amount of money. 85% commissions is very high in the world of commissions. So I just thought that was really cool because most of the time you buy a course, that's it. You just get the course. This you have for a lifetime ability to sell if you are somebody who does something online, if you have a following or something like that. But I'm more trying to present it to everybody because I know there's a lot of people in crypto. It reminds me of this project that we looked at the other day, right? Neat. Not employment education or training, right? It's just a silly project, really. I don't know how legitimate or serious it is, but I thought it was cool because you come down here and they have this enter the hub, and they have this whole, basically it's like Fiverr, right? But like crypto Fiverr, where you can post different things that you do, and people can pay you to do different things, right? So I thought that was cool. But this is like learning skills online to have supplement income or replace your regular income. And I know a lot of people just want to go full-time crypto or go full-time something other than their job 9 to 5. So you guys could look forward to me rolling that out at some point. I think you guys will like it. That's called a pyramid scheme. Tony Robinson. It's the Andrew Tate School for cheating on your girlfriend. Are you talking? No. Camsta, you don't think I'm talking about Hustlers University, do you? I am not talking about Hustlers University. I don't think Hustlers University allows you to sell the course either. Maybe they do. Maybe that is. Maybe that's why there's so many people that like try to. I don't know. Is that a thing? I've never been in that Hustlers University. I guess the idea is similar with Hustler University, that there's online skills, but let's be honest, people make money online all the time. I mean, we all know the crypto lifer. He makes money. He says, I was joking, but yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. No, I was being serious about, I knew you were playing around, but I was being serious about Hustlers University. Do they have an affiliate for Hustlers University? Is that a thing? I have no idea. I've never messed with it, but this is totally different. For the lifetime, you have the ability to sell the course if you're somebody who does that kind of thing, who has an audience. But I think most people, especially in my wheelhouse, probably don't do that. But I do know quite a bit about what's in the course, and people who we actually know, you know what I mean, and known for a while before they ever touch the course, who are making good money with the course and not selling the course, but actually using the stuff inside of it. If you know what UGC deals are, stuff like that, it's pretty cool. But anyways, there's 20 different ways, and I'm gonna roll it out. I'm just hesitating because I want to go through some of it and make sure that I really think it's full of real value in every module. I've honed in on some modules. They have like a YouTube module, of course, like a TikTok shop module, UGC deals, many different ways, and yeah, I'll be rolling that out. I'll probably mention it a few times, you know, just to let everybody know that that's coming. But by the time I roll it out, just know I've looked at it quite a bit, and I think it is valuable to you. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't want to work their 9 to 5. Why don't you just get some sponsors for the stream? Just saw them do a commercial watching the latest episode on my way home. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, those Hustler University commercials, they play all the time. I would love to get a sponsor for the stream, Camsta, but like you don't just like roll out of bed and be like, all right, who's gonna be my sponsor? Like they like the bigger channels and stuff like that, and we're just getting to the threshold of even like being considered. What a lot of people do is sell affiliates, right? But who am I gonna affiliate for? I have some affiliates, I guess, for things like leaks and you know, some exchanges and stuff. But a lot of you guys are already lifers, and a lot of you guys are already signed up over, you know, under lifer, rightfully so. He's worked very hard for that. So I don't even show a lot of centralized exchanges or anything like that. We got to find some that make sense. I have Ledger affiliation. So a sponsor and affiliate links are very different. Look at that. We just hit a mythical fish. That was cool. But yeah, when I get to level 15, I unlock whatever's past legendary. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on here. Just saw them do a commercial watching the latest episode on my way home. No, it was Kill Tony. Do the job. Relocate to Florida. LOL. Hey, I guess if you make good money, you could relocate to Florida. I don't really know about that. But with that, guys, I'm going to hop off. It's almost midnight. We've been live for like 2 hours on a Saturday. I like to tell myself that Saturday streams are going to be a little bit shorter, but they rarely actually are. Shout out to all my people. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on Monday with a fresh series, a fresh stream, a fresh way to raise your crypto IQ, and maybe even a fresh way for you to leave your job and chase your dreams. But, make money before you leave your job. Don't leave your job on a dream. I think most of us are grown enough to know that. Anyways, stay underground, stay crypto, and I will catch you in the next one. Underground Crypto, out.